So Friday we had a snow day. So last Thursday we talked about solids, liquids, and gases. And we talked about water. So who can raise their hand and tell me what water is? Lily?
Liquid?
Water is a liquid. And remember, didn't we talk about how water can transform into different states of matter? So what else can water change into? Samuel?
Solids and gases.
Solids and gases. Who can give me an example of water when it's a gas? What's an example of water when it's a gas? Adriana?
It's air, not a liquid.
Yeah, air is a gas, and whenever we boil water, it turns into what comes out of the kettle? Jace?
Steam.
Steam, and the steam is the water turning into gas, right?
Yes.
So we have liquid when it's water, we have gas when it's steam. So when is water a solid? Sam?
When it's ice.
When it's ice. Today we're going to elaborate on talking about solids, gases, and liquids. And we're going to talk about water right here. I have 4 containers. You guys can see I have 2 red and I have 2 blue. So, since this is water, what type of matter is this? Let's see. Andrew, what type of matter is this since it's water?
Liquid.
It's a liquid. Good job. So, we are going to measure this liquid after we make some educated guesses, which is, do you remember what we called educated guesses? Does anybody remember? Adriana? It was a big word. Remember that fancy word? Do you remember that fancy word we talked about yesterday?
Estimate.
Estimate? No, not quite. Who remembers? Sam?
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis. Good job. Remember, hypothesis means educated guess. Yes. When if you think the red, do you think this has the same amount of water in it as this one?
Yeah.
No. No. If you think yes, raise your hand.
Actually, yeah.
If you think it has different amount of water in it, raise your hand. Okay. Jace, why do you think it has the same amount of water?
I thought everyone thought it wasn't the same because of the way it's shaped.
Because of the way it's shaped? So you think it has the same amount even though it's different shapes? Somebody else tells that? Oh, that's a good guess.
That level is higher.
Oh, she said this level is higher than this one, right? This one looks real little. If we got a measuring, if we got a ruler, that comes up to right here on my finger. That comes up right here on my finger. And this one comes up to right there on my finger. So one was here and one was there. So that's why she says that they're different. So,
Yeah, because
what do you need us to do?
Actually, the blue is the same. The two reds are the same, but like how that one is like it stretches like it's longer, and that one's like taller instead of wider.
Yeah, so you think it's the same amount of water, it's just because of the different size container that it looks different? Maybe. But we're going to see. So I'm going to pour out some water in this. This is 1 cup. And I'm going to measure it and see how many is in this one. And then we're going to measure how much is in that one. Okay, we're going to see if they're the same or if they're different. Alright, and I'd let you guys do it, but this has dye in it. So I don't want you guys to dye your clothes. But I'll show you. Yeah, because it has dye in it. I'll dye it. Right, there's 1 cup. It's all nice and full. I'm going to dump it out. There's 1 cup. And there's 2 cups. So it had exactly 2 cups of water inside. Now, remember 2. How about Andrew? Can you remember 2? 2 cups.
Just hold your finger.
Hold your fingers up for us. 2. Okay. So Andrew's got 2.
We can't see it.
Now, let's see how many has this. Okay. Let's see if we're right. Whose hypothesis was right? There's 1 cup. I'm going to dump it out. What do you think?
I told you.
Yeah.
There's 2 cups.
Yeah.
And I'm going to dump it out. So what was in container 2? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. 2 and 2. Andrew's showing 2 and 2. So there was 2 cups in this one, and there was 2 cups in this one. So Jace, tell us why they look different, but they're the same.
Because, like, if you put the one that's stretched like this and the same cup as that one, they would both be the same amount.
Yeah. So even though this one's taller, it has a different shape. It's a lot smaller, huh? Look at this one. This one's real big, but it's real thin. It's real tiny this way. So even though we had the same amount, it took different shapes. So what can we decide about water? Water, liquid, what does it do? Austin.
You can take the big one and you can almost put it beside that one.
Yeah, I could. It fits right in there. So what can we decide about water? Water takes the shape of what? What does water take the shape of? Sam.
A container you put it in.
It takes the shape of the container you put
But
it
a
in.
container is solid.
And a container is a solid. Good job, Jane.
And
That's
the
a
water is a
good
liquid.
idea. And the water is a liquid. So water is molded, kind of. It takes the shape of the container or the solid you put it in, right?